us as we go along. Good morning, Heather. All right, yes, so welcome to another interesting and amazing session here at SmartTech. My name is Believe Ohioma, and I'll be your moderator for today's session. So we are continuing from where we left off. So for the trainees, for the tech talents, if you were here on Wednesday, today is the follow-up session to that. And for the SMEs that are with us already, if you were here with us yesterday, today is the follow-up session. And we are looking directly at social media marketing with the lovely Tosin Adisa. But before I hand over to her, we're just quickly going through into the agenda for today. So we are currently doing the welcome and introduction, and afterwards I would hand over to Tosin, who will take us into story to please, and Mika, please can you mute your mic? Thank you very much. All right, so after Tosin is done, we'll have a Q&A session, and then we'll wrap up on social media. So quickly, the webinar rules, please, everyone should remain cautious. All attendees are on mute unless unmuted. However, we've allowed it, we've made it easier for you to be able to unmute yourself, but please let's not abuse that privilege. If you are not saying anything or if you are not meant to speak, please put your mics on mute until you are required to speak. Attendees can switch between either viewing the speaker or the presentation deck by double-clicking on the icon you see at the bottom right of your screen. Your questions can be typed in the message section during the session so that you don't forget, or you could ask them during the Q&A session. If you want to speak, you can use the raise hand function and then you'll be allowed to unmute your mics. However, if we're unable to take your questions today, please do not worry. Feel free to send us an email and we'll get you a response as soon as possible. And I'm just going to hand over quickly to Tosin. And we all know, we've heard about her profile. She's very well known in this area, especially in social media marketing. She is a guru, if I would say that. And we've enjoyed her session over the last 2 days because she's even given us real life stories, real life experiences to help us understand how social media can be used to boost businesses. So Tosin, we're handing over to you now. The floor is yours. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. So if you can hear me too, I would like that you just indicate that in the chat section. Good morning. So I don't know if there's anyone that wasn't in the first or second session. If there's anyone there, if there's anyone here that this is your, and this first time you're seeing my face, please just let me know, just indicate that in the chat section as well. So like Hepzibah said, please, this morning we're just going to, this is a follow-up session and it's going to be really interactive. So please don't abuse the mute button. Okay, so Ibrahim wasn't here. This is your first time here. I'll just quickly try to run you through what we talked about and how we're here. Yes. Yes, please hold on, please. Morning. So I'm just quickly going to run you through it. Right. Thank you so much, Nelson. Please hold on. Just need a minute. Thank you, Nelson. Okay. Hi, sorry about that, guys. So besides besides Ibrahim, is there anyone else that is just attending? I mean, this first time you're seeing my face. Okay, so Ibrahim, I'm just quickly going to run you through what we've been talking about. So this morning I don't have slides because I want it to be really interactive. So we're talking about social media marketing with emphasis on content marketing, the strategy, how to put the social media strategy and content strategy together, and then how to just put yourself out there. But really from the angle of just like just telling your story of just from more like a branding perspective, right? So we talked about um named the session presence, the brand, the story, and you really, because for you to be able to market successfully on social media, for you to be able to do for you to be able to put yourself out there, for you to be relevant, that's really the key word. You need to be you need to be able to tell your story. You need to be able to you need to be able to connect with your audience in a very emotional way. So we talked about the strategy part and how to just really, the process of you from just putting your brand together, from just starting a brand, and then how you just the emotional connection, how to build that emotional connection with your audience. So we also talked about looking finding your audience, really defining who your audience is, finding your audience, and all of that. So we had live case studies. I used my company as a case study, and how so what we do, and how we do the things that we do differently, and then how we are able to we've been able to help our clients tell their story and just really stand out on social media, and of course achieve their marketing goals. And then we also, I think the first session, we had the second excuse me, we had a second case study, and I also came up with a brand and all of that. Yeah. So yesterday, I think we used the case study of somebody's business in the, I don't know if Esther, yes, I remember. If Esther is here this morning, Esther, if you're here, just say hi in the chat. Just say hi in the chat. Section. So yes, we used Esther's business. Esther runs she runs OC Foods, and it's a food packaging business. So we used, I just wanted this to be as realistic as possible. So we have very relatable examples, and I also encouraged everyone here yesterday to be, to just, so besides we used a food business, right? Then you can also connect with us and just really apply everything that we talked about to your business. So this morning that's pretty much it. We talked about how to use your, of course, how you get better with your content. So you have to check for what is working, what is not working, and all of that. So we're supposed to do a follow-up on storytelling, but then I didn't, I'm not going to use that slide this morning because I realized that I need to take my pen. I realized that. So I think I talked about things like analytics and reporting, and then optimization and all of that. So that might be a little, I just realized that, not everybody might be familiar with tools like this. And then you just think that, oh, you have to use external tools and just go, maybe, it's like, so they just sound like very big words right now, but they're really not big words, right? So I want to be able to show you just very little things, and how the things that you can do to just start off, because I also know that I didn't know, I didn't really know this, but not everybody knows how to really find their way around this platform. So what I really want to do this morning is to be able to take your, how many people do we have here? So I think right now we have 16 people, or so let's just take me out or something. So let's just say 15. So I want you to be able to, I want to interact with everybody this morning. So you tell me what is personal to you, what is your pain point when you think about social media, what's that thing that you think that is mission impossible for you, that looks really stressful. So I want you to be able to let me know what it is, and then we talk about it. So for example, what the problem is me putting a very good video together, so somebody else can learn from that. Then we just really learn from one another, because the truth is social media is really it's really complex, it's really broad, and it's also very simple. But then you don't know what you're able to do until you actually start doing it. So this morning I want to, I please give me a second. Yes, so we're just going to so we're going to take that, and then I think that's a more realistic approach. And then so besides that, we will and I'm just going to round it up and just tell you how to, then I'm just going to round it up with storytelling. So Emmanuel says that lost touches, they don't know if it was experimentation, the types of marketing, two of which is SEO and social media marketing. Are they dependent on each other? No, dear. Okay, so I'm just going to explain. So again, digital marketing is really broad. And now, okay, so before I forget, I know that if you're in the first class or the second class, or if you're in both, fantastic. I hope that I can get an email from you, just really telling me about your. So this sheet that I shared, and I talked about our business. I talked about the industry deals, like what we do, our values, our core values, and all of that. I'm hoping that I can get a one pager from everyone about your business. So that one page that just really talks about your business. And if you're a trainee, you're not a business. You're not a business person. You're hoping that you can you want to have a career in this digital marketing, social media space, that can also apply to you. So I think so I want you to put together a one-page document and send to me via email. I'm sure that Hepzibah will share my email with everyone. So I just wanted to put that out there before I forget, and then we can take it from there. So from time to time, and when I can help you tweak it, we can have follow-up sessions. I don't mind. I think the average of everybody in this class is like 20. So I can do say 10 minutes with maybe 2 people daily, or whatever, how it works for me, or then we can set something up. But I just want to know that you took something from this class, and then you are you took something from this class, and then you can actually see through. So because we get a lot of information and all of that, but the real work is you trying to doing something, starting somewhere, and all of that. So I'm going to answer Emmanuel's question. So after this class, again, I want you to also Google digital marketing. You're going to see the different types of the different arms of digital marketing that we have. So SEO is search engine optimization. Search engine optimization basically is, and that's what. So if maybe your website is optimized and all of that, that's how. So when you go on Google, right, and you search for workspaces in Lagos, and then you see Monster Point comes up, Monster Point Ogba, Monster Point Allen comes up, is because the only reason why you can find Monster Point is the fact that they have they have their website optimized and all of that. And besides even the website being optimized, they're also there are also different ways in which you can be found you can be found online. You can even as little as, so with social media. So I'm going to explain it this way. So if you have a website, right, and then you have I remember one of our clients, the clients, we don't manage their website, but they have a separate website, somebody else that manage their website. So he sent us a list of keywords that, when we are doing for whatever, we should use these keywords in the bio of our social media. We should always use these keywords of Twitter and all of that. Then also we also blog for the clients as well. So we should so it means that we have a Medium account running for them and all of that. So it means that somebody can search for certain keywords, and then their Medium page can pop up, right? So all of this is how you get but then SEO kind of takes time. I'm not really then I think within 3 to 6 months you have to do certain things. It's really technical. It's really, so if you want to be an SEO expert, you have to take the training. You have to be you have to take the training. You have to be committed to the process. But then when you finally, you know where your way around it. It's very good money, because really, when people can be found on that space, that's what businesses want. I want you to search for the best. I want you to search for agencies in Nigeria, and I want my name to pop up. I want you to search for maybe workspaces in Lagos. The space, every businesses right now. There's hardly any business that doesn't have competitors, right? So businesses are willing to spend money on SEO and all of that. So it's really good. So if you want to, so you can decide that, I want to major in SEO, and that's a part of digital marketing. Like, this is my niche. This is what I want to major in, right? And we have people that are they know a bit of everything, right? But then I think that you have to just like really let people just know you that, oh, this is really what you do. This is what you stand for. And luckily for you, I think I have my colleague coming. I think my colleague's session is next week with you guys. It's really good. He's worked with the likes of Google and all of that. So if you want to know more with SEO and all of that, and I mean the core digital marketing, like so the techie part of digital marketing, running ads on social media and all of that, you are in very good hands. It's going to take you guys next week. So that I hope that you show up for this session, because you actually do not want to miss this. So we work together, but I am more of the content part with all of that communications, but he's more of the technical, very techie part and stuff. So he's going to really break down digital marketing for you in a way that you've never kind of really heard before. So you want to stick around so that you can learn more about that. So you said social media marketing is really, so it's really using the social media platforms, right? Using Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, LinkedIn, YouTube, is using all that space, all that platforms to push your business, to push your to be able to achieve your business objectives. That's really what social media marketing is. So depending on what you do, you find the one that really works for you. You find that space that, so people that are into like influencers and all that influencer marketing. I mean, right now TikTok is out there and all of that. It's only reasonable that somebody that is, maybe you're a potential influencer or you're trying to, influence whatever it is. That's the fastest way right now that you can, people can get to see what you're doing. So if you're also, maybe you're doing comedy and all of that, you can put yourself out there using TikTok. So the question now is, TikTok looks like magic. You learn it. It's not, so the thing with social media is the fact that we have things, it is, so things are constantly evolving, right? So you can't say that, this, I don't get this and I don't understand, because if you want to come from the approach of, you know what, I don't understand, you're going to be there for a very long time, trust me. You're going to be there for a very long time. So the first thing is really trying to figure out what works for you, or what you think that is the best approach to so if you're probably going into politics or whatever it is, that Twitter should be your it should be around Twitter, or for businesses, and you know what, I write really well, I'm very articulate, I think that I have certain opinion and all of that. You can be on Twitter. I know how. So whatever. So your personality, who you are. Being able to align your personality and then use to also push your business out there. You're going to do very well on Twitter. So again, today I want us to be able to say, so this is what I do. I'm currently on this platform, or I'm not on any platform. I'm afraid of this platform. I'm trying to get here. I can't figure out this particular thing. So that's what we're going to do this morning. So let me also, I just want to quickly run through the chat, and then we can start taking us. I hope that everybody here can speak, so that we can also I can really just address whatever your concerns are one-on-one. So I have a question, please, relating to social media. I would like to talk than chat, please. That's okay. That's fine. I'm open to talking to you, as long as it's okay by the SmartTech team. I'm fine. Okay, thank you. My own challenge is getting paying clients. Hello.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Okay, somebody say something.
Yeah, I dropped because I wasn't sure that my message was read. So, but then I've seen Madam Efziba's response. So I was asking that my own challenge was getting paying clients from social media. I've done adverts. I did an advert on Facebook. I had about 7,300 plus reach and about 500 engagements. But yet I nobody attended. I even did that program for free, but
Right.
none of them attended the webinar. So, and also I've been doing a number of things for a while, and I've not gotten paying clients. So that's where I am.
Okay. So please, what's your name?
Greatness.
Greatness. Okay. Hi, Greatness. So okay. So let's take it from here. What do you do?
Okay, so I do training, coaching. I've written a book, and I also speak, basically.
So the ads that
I've been doing a training. Sorry.
the ads that you ran, did you what was it about? What particular what package did you put together that you wanted people to attend?
Okay, so I've been doing a financial independence workshop series titled "Start with What You Have" for the past 12 Saturdays. So it's
Okay,
ending tomorrow.
financial.
Tomorrow is
Excuse me, financial what? Please, slow
independence
down.
workshop.
Okay. Okay, so for people to just get more knowledge on things about finances and just have financial freedom and all of that, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, so
Right.
I bring mentors from different walks of life, executives, those different topics for each Saturday, basically.
Right.
And initially, I wanted to charge 1,000 naira per session, but then some people just discouraged me because what I've been known to be doing was doing life skills. I've been doing things on emotional recovery and all of that. So it was my first time really, really doing something around finance. So people were like, I should make it free to encourage more people to attend. So yes, I what I now did was to make it a Zoom registration thing so as to get data uh, and aside from getting data, maybe when we follow up on them, we can now sell products to them later
Yeah.
if they attend those free
Right.
12 sessions.
Okay, so
But
did you
my
get
concern was,
anybody? Did you track any? Did anybody get the landing page? Were you able to track all of that?
yes, so currently from the people that attend, people, because engagement, I don't know if it's all the, I'm definitely sure it's not all the people that engaged that registered. Maybe they just clicked on the Zoom link and they didn't register,
Makes
because
sense.
I've been doing it for over 12 weeks and I have about 394 registered people.
So you have 394 emails, right?
Yes. However,
But
when the day
but
of the program
they didn't pay.
comes,
Did they pay?
it's free.
This okay,
It's
that one is
free.
free. Right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's free. So, but when the day of the webinar comes, they don't show up, and I send follow up email, 1 hour email, and we are live email that I set up to go out automatically, and I receive it. I asked some of my friends; they said they receive it. So really,
So
I don't know what I'm.
how many emails did you do follow up before the event?
Only two. Only
Two
two.
emails, right? So how were you talking about the okay? So I would start. Let me approach it from the let me start from the ads part. What so you ran the ads through Facebook or Instagram?
I did one through Instagram. I didn't get anybody. I didn't get anybody to attend. I did one through Facebook. The person claimed that there's a way you can do it on my Facebook page and it will also show on Instagram. I don't know what that means.
Correct.
I don't know how that.
That's correct.
So that
So
was the one that I
even if you
have.
don't have, even if you don't have an Instagram account, you can run ads on Instagram.
Oh, really? I didn't know
So
that.
the call to action is fact that you just pay whatever it is. So if the person is going to take you to their website, so you can so because Facebook literally owns Instagram and all that. So the key everything, the tools and all of that are really on Facebook. So Facebook is actually a more powerful tool than Instagram. It's just that we are more on Instagram because of Instagram is more visually appealing and all of that. So when you run your page through your ads, did you run the ads yourself or you asked or somebody you ran the ads yourself?
The Instagram on, I did it myself, and
Right.
I got like 390 something likes, but I don't know how many people clicked on it. But the Facebook one that I paid the
Okay.
guy to do for me was.
For Instagram, did you check the analytics?
No. I don't.
Okay.
I didn't.
Well, do you know how to check the analytics?
No.
So I hope
The
that
guy
everybody is
just.
coming, and that's why I would really wanted to have this instead of just really going on and on about how we just do stuff already, because you can. because there's just basic things, right? So while you're still trying to build your brand, tell your story from the perspective of and everything that we've talked about in the past 2 days and all of that. Just really, keep that emotional connection going between yourself and your audience. You also want to do very little things. So you run ads now, and then you just saw the likes. See, the likes does not really translate to. It's a good feeling when you put something out there and then people really like it. But how to really know okay, let me see if there's a way I can share my screen right now. Okay, because I want to take you to Instagram. I'm hoping that okay, if I do that, start recording. So let me know. Just hold on. Let me see. Start recording. Okay, so can you see what I'm doing on my phone? Because I'm using my phone. Can everybody see my phone screen?
No, your screen is blank.
My screen is blank. Can you see anything now? Can you see anything now? Okay.
No, I
You know what?
can't.
Okay, so just hold on. I'm recording my screen and then I can show it to you right now. All right. Okay. Insert. Right. Stop. Okay, so let me see if I can now show this to you. Photos. Just hold on, just give me a minute. Okay, I have this 49. Okay, so I did a video recording, but I can't just share. I can't share that. I'm just going to do a screenshot. I'll do screenshots now so that I'll just project it so that you can all see it. Okay. So can you see something now?
Yes.
Can you see anything? Can you see
Sure.
anything?
Yes.
What can you see on my screen?
Nobel All Academy.
Okay,
Post
fantastic. Yeah, fantastic. So this is a everyday Instagram post, a picture and all of that. And then we so this, I mean, posted this picture, we can, how many likes does he have?
That's
Can somebody tell me?
105.
It has one. Yes, it has 100. It has 105 likes. So we will not ideally. I'm not going to decide that as a social media marketer. 105 likes does not validate what I did. I mean, it doesn't validate that this post, people like this post, right? So I mean, and then there has 11 comments. It's to me that well, yeah. Okay, so a bit background. So the audience of this brand, the potential, I mean, the typical audiences, the audience, they're really reserved. So it's a school, and of course, because of the school, most of the parents are following the page and all that. So they are very reserved. They are very more like high network individuals and all that. So they don't have time to to comment on posts. They don't have time or that they have their children. I mean, they're like political people mostly. I think they're like 90% people of them, like they are into Nigerian politics and all that. So they don't, you hardly find them on social media and all that. Then also there's the students and maybe ex-students that also follow the page and all of that. So, but then so you just really like likes. But then I want to know what kind of content that people want to see more. So if I also run an ad and I have pictures like that, and then I have a lot of likes, to me, it doesn't really, I mean, it's not but the real test to knowing what you're doing, if you're what you're doing right, is checking the insight. So can you see the view insight?
Yes.
Yes. So for every time, even when you run promotions, right, you always see, you also, so when your post is organic, it's going to come out differently from, so it's going to come out differently from when your post is promoted. When your post promoted, I mean, the same thing, but it's going to tell you. So Instagram is going to give you that it's going to give you the analytics of people of the organic, so your results organically, and then your results via the promotion. Do you understand? So you'll be able to see both. You'll be able to know how, I mean, how the post did organically, and then how the post did with the money that you paid. But this is an organic post. It wasn't promoted and all of that. So we're going to see, let's see how this post really, really did online, besides the likes. So I want to.
So, but can you see insight for posts that they were not advertised?
Of course, all your posts. This post was not advertised. I'm going to show you the insights right now.
Okay, I've seen mine. I've seen mine for the last.
Yeah, so I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you the insight of this one. I'm going to explain to you what it means.
Okay.
So can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Yes. So it means that, so now this is the post insight for the picture that I just showed you, right? 105 people like the post, like you said. We had 11 comments. 30 people sent this post. Do you understand?
Wow.
Which for me is a good thing. This is a post that wasn't paid for. It's organic. So it means that 30 people probably share this post to their story or sent it to somebody that, look, see this post. Send it to the DM. Do you understand? So they probably did use the post to do amebo, or they liked it and put it on their story. But then I would not know that anybody even put this post on their story if I didn't check the insights. Do you understand? So
Yes.
3 people saved this post. It means that they probably maybe, so for me, these 3 people, the only thing that Instagram will not tell you the people. So these 3 people can be competitors that we want to copy these people and use and replicate this kind of post, or they like my caption. I don't know if you get what I mean. Yeah,
Yes.
or maybe probably the I'm sure that, I mean, it's probably, or maybe the parents of the children that are there. I mean, then I'm not sure that it's also the parents again, because they sent the picture to us. So probably somebody somewhere just like, I really like this post, or maybe, you know what, somebody a fellow competitor, and the competitor is saying that they are probably not handling their social media well, and she wants to show you that, see what these guys are doing. I want you to do the same. Do you understand? But I know that 3 people saved this post, and then 30 people, oh my goodness, 30 people shared the post. It's a big deal for me. Then 22 profile visits. It means that 22 people that have not that are not following this page.
They were not following you before.
Exactly. They came to peep that what's going on here. They came to check my profile. This post reached a cumulative of 740 people outside of these guys and all of that. So this is a big deal for me. So if we had new followers from there, it will show you that. So from this post, these followers that you have now, it was from this post that you have these new followers. I don't know if you get what I mean, and all of that. So then it's showing that, see your impressions. Then Instagram is not going to further break down your impressions for you. It's saying that from your homepage, it means that when people are scrolling through their homepage, 657 people found this post. From your profile, 176 people, and then from the explore, you know the explore page. Do you know the explore page? The explore page is that page that you go to. That is not your, when you open your Instagram, you're just checking, you see people that you follow and people that you don't follow.
Okay.
But that page that you go to, that you don't, you know that you don't follow these people. That's your explore page. So how did Instagram now, those people, how did they get to the explore page? So, but it means that one day your post can be on the explore page. So it means that this picture was found on the explore page and 58 people saw it.
Wow.
Do you understand? And then from order, whatever Instagram defines as order, is 31. So this is very, very important. You have to constantly check you have to constantly, so it kind of really validates what you're doing. And then you know, okay, so which post, and then if you now, then you can now check. So this is the insight of an individual, what's it called? This is the insight of an individual post, but you can check the insight of maybe, I think Instagram, Facebook will give you as long as you want, maybe for 1 week, 1 month, 3 months, but Instagram will give you per week. So you can check for the entire week. You can check and see how the post is doing. So let me try to do a screenshot and show you that again. So because so that's like a summary for you, and then you decide that, okay, this week we didn't really do so well, or I'm not sure, I don't think that I like what we did. Let's see what we can do differently. So let's see. Okay, so I do this for you. Let me do a screenshot, and then we have the insights of the. Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to do a screenshot for you. Review content you shared. Stories. Right, okay. So I'm going to share so what's the time? So that we can be mindful of time this morning. So I'm going to share
10:44.
Okay. Thank you. Wow. So I'm trying to share photos with you. Okay, I think I have it here. Okay, so can you see this the screen? Can you see the screen of the phone?
Yes.
Yeah, so you can see where you have insights. I think for different people, depending on if you have more contacts and all of that, but you always find your insights, the insight button. Some people you have to go through your menu button and stuff. But depending on what you have on your profile, but you can see the insights.
Yes.
Yeah, you can see the insight, and then so let me show you. When I click my insight, let me show you what comes up. And then I click my insights, and then I see, this is what I see, overview. But can you see that can you see the top last 7 days? Can you see it?
You stop sharing.
Oh, okay. So can you see now?
Yes.
Can you see?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so you see the last 7 days. So that last 7 days is telling. So it's basically Instagram will give you analytics for the last 7 days. But if you're doing stuff from Facebook, you can also see everything. But Facebook will give you as long as you want to see. It will give you 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 3 months, and all of that. But Instagram, so if you want to, so for people that are trainees right now, then you're looking to go into Instagram marketing and all that, you might want to take track every month, every week, and then for Instagram, and then at the end of the month, you do a cumulative and to just really see, okay, what are we doing here? Where are we and where are we going? Right. So for the last 7 days, now I can see that these are, not so great, but these are not bad, because I don't have the red button and all that. So it means that in the last 7 days, I've reached plus 6.3% more people, right? And then my content interaction is a plus, right? I didn't really get followers in this past 7 days, but we'll see. Let's hope that it's going to get better. So you can see this is the summary of your entire post for the past 7 days.
I have a question, please.
All right, please.
What's the difference between impression and reach?
So your impression, your reach is the total amount of people. Okay, so the reach is the how do I explain this to you?
Total amount of people that saw your post. So you remember when so let me explain this way. You remember when we broke down, I think I showed you the screenshot from the impression and all of that, and then you saw from home, from so impression is more like, see, everywhere that your trail is, that your post was found, kind of. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you see all of those people, I mean, took action, all of that, but it means that literally the word impression, I made an impression here, you were here. So it doesn't mean that the person actually clicked your post or did all of that, but then you just had that impression, really. But reach is like a wide scope of, this is the amount of people that actually your post reach this amount of people. Reach is more specific, kind of, as opposed to impression.
Okay.
So I hope that fairly kind of answered you. Right. So
yeah. So when they say from home,
then,
that means from those following you.
Yes. Then when you go to the, explore people that, that, that page that you go and you also see,
What's
find
from
comedians.
location?
From
location?
So okay, so from location is, when you put up a post, so either on your story or on your timeline, and then you geotag it. That's from location. So you can, so I put story. So let's assume that I put something on my story, right, or my Instagram story, and I use the location, Lagos, Nigeria, or let me even break it down. I use location Muster Point, Lagos, right? So it means that for everybody that also, so you can actually click on that location and you see everybody that has put up story in that location and geotagged Muster Points. So it means that they can also find your story. So if it's on your timeline, right, you know how people just say, oh, I am Ajegule, Nigeria. You click on Ajegule, you can see other people. So because you can see other people, they will count you as the amount, as somebody that also saw that post.
Okay.
So it means that other people can also find you through, or you're out of the country, right? If you're out of the country, you use that geotag and all of that, so people can find you based on your location. So that's what that means.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. So I was moving to this place. So we stopped at, the overview of your reach here, and then we come here. You see, so you come
we
here,
can no longer
right?
see your screen.
Okay, done. I think you should be able to see it now.
Yeah.
Can you see it? So,
yes,
when you further, so this is a follow-up from the last one that I shared. When you further click you now click your post, it's going to show you, see, so far, this is the post that has done really well. I don't know if you get what I mean. So you can see this. I know that this post has been like a couple of weeks ago, but then it's still showing me that this post really did very well. 6,400 people actually saw this post. So again, this, I'm not sure that I had this amount of likes or whatever, but then it's showing you that, see, if you have more of these videos like this, so this is a testimonial. The first one is a testimonial. The second one is a testimonial. It means that I want to get more parents to do testimonials. It's going to do very well. So this is, and I know when we talked about yesterday and the day before, we talked about we talked about optimization. So this is like optimizing your content. Okay, I want to do more of testimonials. This is doing very well. So when you see actual people in the place of banners or what have you, it's doing very well and all of that. So it's showing you see your post, it's showing, and then you can now click and narrow it down to maybe last year, anytime. So you have to find your way around it and really just explore and just have fun with it, and that's how you get to know what's going on with Instagram and how to even do better and all of that.
Okay, so, thank you. You've not answered my question on why I had that Facebook ad that I had 7,300 people reach and nobody attended.
So did you run the ad by yourself, the Facebook one? Do you run the ad by yourself?
No, I paid somebody.
How much was your budget for that ad? How much was the budget for it?
5,000.
5,000 naira. How long? Do you know how long the ad ran for?
He said 4 days will be better. That was what he did.
4 days. Okay, so if you actually ran the ad yourself, we can figure out what really happened. Because so the first step to running an ad, when you want to run an ad on Instagram, on Facebook, is you go to that, you go through the ads manager, right? Facebook is going to ask you what your objective is, and that's really where a lot of people miss it from the very beginning. So you didn't run the ad, so I'm sure that you won't have most of the answers you won't have answers to most of the questions that I want to ask. But then I know that off the top of my head, I think that we have about 10 objectives. I think we have about 10 objectives of what you want to do. So one is like, do you want to reach people? Do you want engagement? So for your you have an event. My best bet is to get to have a landing page, and then because you want people to actually register for an event and all of that. So it's going to be what's that objective called? Off the top of my head right now, I can't remember. But then I'm not going to use engagement. I'm not going to pick engagement. I'm not going to pick, neither am I going to pick neither am I going to pick what's it called? Like post likes, that. So there's one that if you just want people to like your post, or you want people to just follow your page, or just like your Facebook page and all of that. But then I mean, there's an option that is tailored to people that have events, and you can even go for that, to just link it with your website. You can link it to a landing page. You can link it to your MailChimp and all of that. So I don't know the option that the guy picked, but then I know that you have to, if Facebook ads are done right, you are going to get results. So again, and I mean that's one side. So the other thing is people actually so people can register for an event and you're expecting that all 300 of them show up, or maybe things are not. Let's just assume that 200 people are going to show up, but then from the time when so it's not enough for you to just run ads. And I also remember a client said to me that to us one time, I mean, the potential client, and they really wanted to do something in the fast-moving consumer goods business. That's the FMCG side. And the client said that they don't want to, because agencies get lazy. So the escape route for you is fact that you just run ads. I don't know if you get what I mean. But then you don't want to put in the work. And the client was really particular that we have money to run ads, but I don't want that to be your, I don't want that to be your principal goal. I want you to do the groundwork. I want you to do community management. I want you to do I want to have real interactions. Then later we can now build up on what we have with ads to reach more people. But then, and I get what you were trying to say, because agencies tend to get lazy. Okay, you want to run ads, we'll find the people. We run ads to find the people. But so my question to you is, you ran the ads already, you had a 5K budget, right? You ran the ads, and then, I mean, you actually see people indicate interest, even though, I mean, I would really love to see your analytics and just really see both for Facebook and Instagram to see, okay, what really went wrong. But then what were you doing to engage people at this time? So if I see an ad, right, and it's something that I'm interested in, and I click it, but I go to the page, even though maybe, the ad's going to tell you learn more, I already registered, but I go to the page, I don't see anything that is motivating me. It's not be top of mind. But then it is now when I see that, okay, so these guys are, okay, I've been following this speaker, I want to hear this speaker, this is very important to me. People are busy, life is going on, life is happening, a lot of things are happening, right? Then I'm going to be like, okay, then I think the next action will be like, oh, let me follow the page so that I can get a reminder, or whatever, I'll follow the page. But then they're already following you, so you keep putting things in their faces, or they're not even following, even if they're not following you, but the fact that they have seen your ad, I'm like, I might be busy this day. So you also retarget. And the fantastic thing is, Facebook, you can target people that have come to your page. There's the option for that you want to run an ad. That's option for people that have come to your page in the past 7 days, in the past 14 days, in the past 1 month. You can target only those people. That's one of, really amazing things about Facebook ad, but it's really complicated. If you don't know what you're doing, if you don't know what you want to achieve, you just like spend money, and then you don't find the money anywhere. And that's one very annoying thing about the ad. So you really have to know your way around Facebook ads. So for me, it's, if I was running that ad, I would say that, okay, I already ran an ad. These people, I want these guys to go to my landing page, right? I want them to register for this event. Then they've registered, fine. Then people really getting an email that this person registered for an event is not that's not what will make me happy.
Yes.
That is not even what make me happy. Then I know that,
Yes.
or that is not even the work for me. Running an ad is like a lazy person's work. You put your money to work, but then you need to put yourself to work. Why do you think that this guy? I'm sure that all the speakers and all of that of this criteria, whatever, they run ads, but you always see them, they wake up in the morning, first thing. I know somebody that is very consistent. He does live videos like every other day, like every morning, 6:30 or 6 o'clock, something. He does live videos every day. It's not because, I'm sure that he has for him, maybe he might not have to run ad, but I'm sure that from time to time, they will run ads. I always see Accounting Hub. I always see their ad every other day. Because I also peep to their page because I have accounting issues. I always peep to their page. I'm sure that they are targeting me. Do you understand? So now, so for me, is I already, the ad is running, then I know that this is where my work is just starting.
Okay.
Then I will now start looking for content. So if
keep them
engaged,
engaged.
Exactly, I'm inviting Feladro to whatever, I'm going to go and look for his video on that topic, on something similar on YouTube, cut it that side, and then I'll talk about it. You don't want to miss events. You don't want, and then so even if these guys are not following me, so they might not see this event, then I'm not going to say that. I might probably post that ad, or that ad is still running, and then I will now say that Instagram, see these people that have come to my page in the last 7 days, or Facebook, sorry, I want to retarget them. I want them to see this ad. I want them to see this ad. Then maybe you probably put together a 1-minute video already. I want them to see this ad. I want them to visit my profile. So not like it might not even be a particular creative. I want them. So that is the work. So it's the work of going back and forth. It's not. I mean, it's not really easy. But then when building anything at all is not easy and all of that. So I hope that I've been able to do a little bit of justice to your
Yes,
question.
thank you so
also mean that
much.
again, content is very, very critical to the success of an ad. Sometimes Instagram, Facebook will reject your creative because they feel like, let's not take your money, and then you complain and bad it to us because they feel like, see, this creative is not going to work, or less people will see it. It is, you have too much text in it or not. So it's knowing that creative is a key factor. Your content is a key factor in the success of your ads and all of that, and how people will engage with what you do. So yeah, I
Thank
think
you.
that there's
Yeah, thank
see if
you.
we have more stuff in the comments.
So is it your
So
friend that would, is it your colleague that would teach us how to do the adverts so that we can get results going
Yes, it's going
forward?
to be more detailed in digital marketing. It's going to break it down. It's going to be more, I think it's going to be more detailed. So you have a more, I know that most of when I'm supposed to get that like more digital marketing class for you, but then you have to understand the whole content thing. So it's a build up to digital marketing.
So is it
I
possible
think
for
that
you to run us through the right way to do the Facebook and IG or LinkedIn adverts?
we're not going to live here. In fact, we're not living here today and all of that. So, but then again, I know that Monster Point has extended an invitation to him. So, and I know that you're in right hand, and it's going to be. It's not. I mean, there's never enough time for all of this, but you live more. I mean, much more knowledgeable about that and this whole scope of digital marketing. So you want to keep it there with Monster Point. You also want to reach out to Hepzibah and just know when the session is and all of that.
Thank
So
you.
who can we have? Welcome. So who wants to bring their pain point forward next? It's time right now. So for people that are just joining us, this is a really interactive session. I wanted to just follow up with storytelling, but then I realized that, there are just very little things that we just assume that everybody should know how to do. And then not people people do not really know about it. So while you're trying to build your brand, tell your story, and just be particular about how your page looks and all of that. I just really want to know what you're struggling with right now, and then let's address it and let's just learn from one another. Ogo, hi, can you please go on?
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so my name is Ogo, and I want to learn, are there some strategies that one can use to build a community on Facebook?
Definitely.
My business is an informal educational company. We provide resources, we create resources for spiritual growth and personal development. And
Okay, slow down. Slow down, please. You asked that strategies to build a community on Facebook, right?
yes,
Yes. Okay, so
yes.
your business is educational.
Yeah, informal educational company. We
Okay.
provide,
Oh, okay.
we create resources on spiritual growth and personal development. And we have book clubs. We encourage reading. So we have book clubs, different book clubs. So the first consultation I had with one of the mentors there, we talked about how I can be able to convert my book clubs from free to paid membership. But today, I really want to learn how we can start and grow a community on Facebook. For some reasons, I don't know why we've not been able to be successful in it. We have platforms
Okay, so what have you been doing?
we have a lot of groups on WhatsApp. We're doing well on WhatsApp.
Okay, so what platforms are you on social media?
What platforms am
I don't know.
on?
For some reason, I'm very, very, very excited about this one. I'm really
Oh,
excited.
really?
What platforms are you on? Yes.
I am on Facebook. I'm
How
on
many
Instagram.
page likes do you have? Is it your personal Facebook or your Facebook page?
We have a Facebook page. I also
How many
have a
likes do you
personal
have?
page. For the business page, we have over 2,500, maybe close to 3,000 likes for the business page.
Okay, your personal Facebook page. How many
Yes,
followers do you
it's
have?
also a business page as well. I have maybe
No, your
about 40.
personal. No, your personal Facebook. Your personal Facebook.
Okay, how many friends
You
do I
have.
have
How
on
many
my
friends do you
personal
have here?
page?
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe about 2,000. I don't know.
Okay.
I've not really checked. Yes.
What about Instagram?
Well, Instagram, I'm really very, ashamed to say that I really don't know how the Instagram thing works. I tried figuring it out. It wasn't working for me. I just deleted the app.
No, there's nothing to be ashamed of. So you are not on Instagram,
Well, I have an Instagram account, but I'm not active.
but it's dormant. So let's just say Instagram 0, right? So
Yes,
Twitter,
but the business has an Instagram account. Someone is
right?
running it.
So
We're still trying to activate it.
activate it. So
Maybe we
is
have
there
about
anything
100 and something likes,
that's like
followers.
followers? That's a
Yeah.
good place. 100 plus followers. That's a good place. That's a good place to start. Are you on Twitter at all?
Yes, we're on Twitter, but we're not active. In fact, we're not on Twitter.
Are you on Twitter?
Yes, but I'm still not active, so I'm not on Twitter.
Do you go on Twitter to check anything? I do go. Have you been to
Yeah,
Twitter recently to check
especially
it?
during the
Are you
NSAS. During the NSAS, I
okay?
was checking things on Twitter.
And
Yes.
how did you feel? Did you feel like
Yeah.
I have an opinion? I want to say something too, but I don't want
Yes.
drama. I don't want drama. Let me just be laid back. You felt like that. Fantastic.
Something like that.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to run you through. So the Facebook. I mean, so what do you generally? What do you do on social media now? What is what do and what's your day-to-day activities like on social media right now?
It's just to post some of the programs we have, what we are doing, and the contents that we have. We just share it on Facebook.
You shared on Facebook. So, but the real work actually goes on WhatsApp.
Yes.
So, how many WhatsApp groups do you have?
Maybe about 8.
You have 8 WhatsApp groups.
Yes.
Wow. And what's the average number of the people in WhatsApp group, in each WhatsApp
About
group?
200.
200. Wow.
Yes.
Okay. And then so for each WhatsApp group, like, why do you have 8? How many, like, so which is which?
They are different. They are more like book clubs, and there are different specialties. We have something for personal development. We have something for young moms. We have something for on faith, where we share books and we read books.
Okay, so they are different things. They're different things, right?
They are different things, yes.
Right. Community. Hold on. Okay. So I mean, I don't know why this is particularly exciting for me, because I think the fastest approach to growing and just really, I mean, not even just growing or really making an impact on social media is community. It's true, like just having that community groups, community management. Community management is a lot of work. You have to put in a lot of work, and I'm not going to even mind what with you right now. You're going to put in a lot of work, but then eventually it's always really adds up. So one of the very random groups that I joined, it was I don't know, I don't even know how I found myself in the group, but I know that it's like a friend of a friend of a friend group, and recently, and then she's a professional, she's doing so well for herself, but she's just really passionate about women and stuff. And recently a house got bonds. I'm just in the group, I'm not an active member. A house got bonds and stuff, and the people in the community came together to say that, you know what, we want to put money together. I mean regardless of the amount of money that we have. I mean, even if it's 1,000 naira, but I think that we should donate money for our coach. And I've never spoken in the group. I just one of those groups that I just found myself on Facebook. But I think that was just really, really amazing. And that's the power of community. So you're doing so much already. You're doing fantastic work. I mean, I don't really know the details to it, but then informal education. So first thing that I would say is that, in fact, that I would run you through a process, and then you have to draw a plan, and you have to be very intentional about it, and that's how you're going to grow. So strategies to build a community on Facebook, right? On Facebook, really. So you already have 2,000 followers. You're going to use mostly communities really grow from your personal brand. So I'm sure that, see, the people that you have on WhatsApp, your WhatsApp group right now, you probably know some of them personally. Whatever, you've had some form of interaction with them, all of that. So it means that you have a form of influence already. That already validates what you're doing. So you don't need validation, but then the fact that you already have 8 WhatsApp groups, you're doing something right. You're probably somebody they keep sending links to other people to join and all that.
Yeah.
They're doing something right. So I'm going to give you a case study right now, and again, so for the past 2 days we've been doing case studies and all that, but then they are just some of them are personal experiences, and then yes, they will just use somebody's life business and all that, but this is again so this is very personal to me. If I think 3 years ago, a friend of mine reached out to me. So I have this friend. She what's it called? I don't know, Reuven Heights, right?
Reuben Heights, no.
Oh, okay. You should know Reuven Heights, because you're not on social media. Reuven Heights is one of the topmost online store for books in Nigeria.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I remember, and so every day, I'm so proud of her. So I think 3 years ago, 3 years ago thereabouts, I was going to buy a book. So a friend of mine just sent me a message on WhatsApp to say that, again, I left my wristwatch in the house, and I need to be time conscious. Send me a WhatsApp message to say that I have this friend that just started a bookstore, a book, whatever. In case you want to buy a book, just reach out to her. And I just finished NYC. I think, it was 4 years ago, 5 years ago. I think 4 years ago, I finished NYC. I started working already, but I think I had money issues and stuff. So I wanted to buy a book. I saw a book, something about money for Larry Rishoda. I remember so well. So I just reached out to my friend that said that, oh, you said somebody sells books. So he gave me the girl's number, and I reached out to her. So I reached out to her, and she told me, oh, this is the amount and all that. She came, and then when she came to deliver the book, I was not around. So she dropped the book, and then and that was it. So I met this girl a year later. So from them, I started following her on social media and stuff. I met her a year later at an event. And at that time, the business was already, budding and all that. So just like online, you want books, you look for it for you. And that day was when she told me that when she came to my house, that she came to deliver the book by herself. That she had just started. I was one of her very first customers. And so she was really excited to meet a book lover. And then when she came and she still had a 9 to 5 running, at the time she used to work in the bank and all of that. And she was like very, 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 very young. And she was really just excited to just meet me. And then she didn't see me and all that. But then you need to check out Reuven Heights after now. So I think that 3 years later, I'm incredible. She's one of the people really. They have 2 stores, or I think 3 stores, physical stores right now. They have one in Abuja, they have one in Lagos, and all of that. And 3 years, I think later or thereabout, she was nominated this year for Future Awards and stuff. Then she's got a scholarship to study in. I don't know if this is public information, but then I'm saying that she used community to build that business. Everybody literally, I mean, I think that everybody that is like actively, because you're a book person, but you're not really on social media. So I mean, that's why you don't know Ruven Heights. But if you're active on social media, you're a book person, you will know Ruven Heights. But then like the business is so big right now, everybody literally can identify with Ruven Heights. But then she didn't just start. She was very intentional about the community. And that's not even the story. That's not where I'm even going to. So she now reached out to me one time because I know that I bought a book. I bought this book by Shonda Rhimes, because Year of Yes, and she reached out to me to say that there's this girl that started a book club. So again, I want you to take keynotes from here. So there's a girl that started a book club, and the book club she wanted so this is it. The girl started the book club, but she knows that for me to be able to get a community, I need to reach out to people that are selling the books. I don't know if you're following me. So,
Yeah.
and the only reason why I know the book club lady is because my friend again. So now, come with me. I didn't know. Toby. Toby's the co-founder of Ruben Heights. I mean, now she has other founders and stuff. The person that I originally knew is my friend. His name is Faye. That introduced me to Toby, and I bought a book from Toby. From there, we became friends. We started following each other on social media. I followed her business. She told me, so when we chatted on WhatsApp, she told me, please follow my page on social media. I did. And then she followed my personal social media. So we became online sisters. I think I've only seen Toby like 3 times, but every of my birthdays since that time, she sent something to me. So I just started looking out for her business. I just felt like, you know what, you're doing amazing work and all of that and stuff. Then Toby now reached out to me again to say that I have a friend that started a book club, right? And because she just recently bought this book from us, they are reviewing Year of Yes. So it was the beginning of 2018. They're reviewing Year of Yes. And can you please attend? Okay, no, she didn't even say, can you? She said, can I get asked for your number? So it means that she's probably, collaboration, partnerships. So she reached out to, so I don't know if they were friends before or whatever, but she just, and then an email, as simple as an email is, can open amazing doors. I remember I started indoor studios at the time, but I felt like I just needed to be under somebody. I felt like I was doing anyhow. I felt like let me use that word. I felt like I just wanted to be under somebody, and I went to intern with somebody, but I didn't lie to her. I told her that I have my agency, but I just feel the need. I didn't understand. More than anything, I wanted to learn how to price right. And I felt like she was in that space, and I intend. I mean, I did what I had to do. I even used to go to the bank and go and pay money. I used to buy food. It was fine. I don't know if you get what I mean. But then you whatever. And I didn't know her from anywhere. I saw her on social media. I felt like she also manages social media. She does all of that. And I sent her an email. She invited me to her house. And now we're like family practically. So it is beyond. See, I always say to people that you build online. If you build online relationship, you take it offline. It means that you nurture that relationship offline. If you build offline relationships, follow it up. So now I'm saying that, see, the people that you have offline that are your friends, you harass them to take them online. I don't know. So I'm not saying that make them be on social media, but if they're on social media, let them be in their faces so that they can root for your business. I met Toby offline, Ruby Night, but then we root for each other online. I mean, sharing the two things, she's gassing me up, I'm gassing up. It's not because of anything. I've never been to her house or whatever it is there, but I know that genuinely beyond social media, I know that this girl, I mean, and then our values are aligned. I follow her personal page, our values are aligned. So use online, leverage online for offline, leverage offline for online, and that's how it really works. And why do you think that most of these guys that have very huge following, like 1 acre, and then the hair lady, and then what's Nigeria branch, all of that, they didn't know each other from anywhere, and it's not the age matter. You have what we have. Let's collaborate let's collaborate for good. Let's collaborate and let's make money of this. Let's have partnerships that work. So so the lady, the book club lady, she was just starting then. She called me because I told her that it was okay. Can you get my number? She called me and said, you know what, we are reviewing this book that she just bought. And then it wasn't just about the book. She just told me about the book club, and I felt like, and again, you need to know who your audience, you need to be able to know who your audience is, and then how to speak to them. She already figured out that, see, this girl is my. I mean, she's my potential. She's a potential triber. I want her to be a part of the. And you can also look it up. Book club. I think it's book club tribe or B. BH whatever. I mean, I can't remember what this book. It's book club. So and the reason why the book club appealed to me is the fact that this is it. I would ideally, like, I don't do a lot of things. I'm not everywhere kind of thing. But then the only way that I find sanity in this Lagos, I go to places that are serene. I don't go if I'm going to hang out with somebody. I'm going to hang out with somebody that I don't want music. I mean, if you're even going to give me music, please bring it to the barest minimum, like the volume, just tone it really down. I don't want all that noise. So the selling point for me was the fact that she picks the best places in Lagos, like fancy places. So it means that, see, everybody is not my audience. I know what I'm looking for. So for her, I know that she's looking for the average young people, average youth in Lagos that are probably, of course, they are working. Because if you're not working, how do you want to drive to Lekki and eat and drink Coke that is 5,000 naira or 1,000 naira? I don't know if you get what I mean. So she knows who the audience is. And then I kid you not, the first hangout was fantastic. So she'll tell you, so she already put me into a group. And then, in fact, the book that we're not even reviewing the Year of Yes that I bought at that time, but that was just like she was just able to get me through that. The first book that we reviewed, it was free. It was a PDF. And then she will always also tell you things like, you know what, because we review books, I will encourage you to buy. So also buy from Moving Heights. Then Moving Heights, so I don't know so there's a partnership between Moving Heights to give you 5% off. So if she says that we are reviewing maybe this Obama's new book, and then somebody drops a PDF in the group that is maybe is not legit, she's going to take it off. She does. So I'm a book person. This guys, I don't want you to buy pirated books, or I don't want you to just illegal copies. I don't want you to drop in the books. Like we are encouraging the reading culture in Nigeria. We also promoting. We also want to promote authors. We also want to promote people our own. So don't bring copies that are not. And so so we had ground rules. But the first hangout that I attended with these guys, it was fantastic. You buy your food, so nobody's putting you that pressure that, okay, but then, so you buy and we did it monthly. So there's a big book at the beginning of the month. And I kid you not, intelligent conversations. People were like talking and people were arguing, you know what, it's not that way. And I also made amazing friends. I remember I saw somebody later from the book club in my church. And this person is even quite older. But then something is bringing everybody together. Their love for books. I didn't follow up because it felt like it was getting a bit too expensive. Because of course you have to. I live on the mainland. Most of the hangouts was on the island, and then at the time I had to always take taxis to and fro. So if I didn't have that budget for the month, I just shut it down and all that. But I'm saying that after 1 year, it became a paid membership, and people were there. So she would take you if you not pay, you'll be in the old WhatsApp group. The one day they just shut down the old WhatsApp group, just find out that you can't find yourself anymore. So, do you understand? So she built the tribe, she built the community. And besides the one thing they will invite authors, fire chat. But then, Instagram is really visual. And then, so even if you're not a book person, you want to be in that hangout. You want to take pictures. I don't know if you get one. Most of the books I actually didn't read it through because I didn't have so much time. I didn't read it through, but I always wanted to go for the hangouts because then and you know what that also did for me? Because people always ask me when they want to hang out. That was when I realized that people stay asking me stuff. That Tosi, we want to hang out. Where do you think that we should go? Until now, people still ask me because she's a Lagos person. She has done the groundwork, and then she will also collaborate with she already goes. So she will pick fancy places in Lagos and all that. So when somebody sees me there, oh, you're here, and they say, Tosi, I want to do this. Where do you think that I should hang out? You know what I used to do? I would go to the group. So because the address, so we hung out at maybe Bogo this month. We went to Hard Rock Cafe this month. There was one place that she took us to Nikoyi. I was blown out of my mind. Like, is this Lagos? So what I did was I archived all of that just in case I need it. And then you always have visits. And then people started looking at me like, oh, you know Lagos. But then I don't know if you get what I mean. So now if you want to join the tribe, you pay for it. But I'm not a paid member right now. But will I consider because I feel like, I'm not going to be going for all this time. I don't have that time and all that right now. But I would gladly pay to be a part of that tribe. So you have to think through your process. Were you in any of the classes?
Yesterday, yes.
Yes. So you have to, and I wish that you were the one on Wednesday. You have to think through your process of now these guys, and because again, you don't want to be doing so much and then you realize that because you're just really, really burnt out and then you're just really exhausted, you're not getting feedback. Even if you're doing, even if you're doing course spiritual work, there should be a form of, this is what we're getting back. And then, so you have to think through your process. So this platform that then strategize. I really want to take it from Facebook. And again, what you're doing is really visually appealing. You have to put more thought into Instagram. It's not a day kind of thing. I would gladly take you through your personal note and then we can just review it one-on-one. But then you have to talk to the Smart Tribe team. You have to really talk to them and then they can give you access. So it's the community part. It's right now you have to engage people. What are you're doing? You said something about for moms and young moms and all of that. You have just like people are going through stuff, right? So when somebody is speaking to their pain point, they just want to be in that WhatsApp group. There was somebody also that I met sometime last year, about this time last year at the embassy. And eventually, she was going to travel, so didn't give her the visa came in, so she couldn't go again. But we bonded and I'm just talking, waiting for our visas. And then we became friends. So she just followed me on Instagram immediately. If you go on Instagram, like she's not, our graphics, as much as I'm not an advocate for that, right? And it's part of what I want everything to be, and to make sense, right? But then I started following her on social media. I think after like a few, but then she's constantly and she's consistent. She's constantly giving you financial tips. One day, because I already have enough WhatsApp groups to last me like 100 years. I'm not joking. I'm already in that kind of WhatsApp group. I will not add myself to any WhatsApp group. If I need information, I think that I like to think that I have an amazing network. I'm having issues with what do you think I should do? That day, I clicked on the link in about and I joined their WhatsApp group. I didn't only join, she put us in piggy bank and told us to do 100 days saving. I was in the, because I thought like, see, very simple. See, her graphics are like upside down. She will put one and then you can hardly see the rest. But I'm saying that she was constant. Then she doesn't care. Every day she's coming and she put us on the WhatsApp group. She gave us books to read. We'll come and review the book. See that and if she tells you that, 5 o'clock, we are coming to review the book. Let nobody talk. She's there at 5 o'clock. She will talk, and then. But then I know that people are taking action because when I went on the piggy bank, or more people, I think it was just 100 days you're meant to save. Well, just like not a big deal, but just encourage you to save money. Maybe your lunch money instead of you to buy takeout, save that money, just 50K in 100 days and all that. Somebody had already saved 100 and something. Like, what's wrong with you people? So it means that people this person is actually giving value. And I tell you what, when I even said one of these, I'm even going to shout out to her on Instagram because she's doing these are just people that are quietly doing their thing. I'm not sure she even has up to 1,000 followers and so, but you're actually impacting people. I read the book. I've never said anything on the WhatsApp group and all that. So for me, if I need to take that financial, whatever, I need personal financial contact, I'm going to reach out to her. She's not my friend. We only met at the embassy. And immediately she asked me, and that's what I'm saying, that see, you meet people offline, you take connection online. Immediately she asked me, what is your Instagram handle? I'm following you. Because for me, she's not even living in Lagos. She lives in somewhere like Uyu or something. She came to Lagos for the visa processing and all of that. And she didn't look like someone that is social media, like she didn't look like someone that is social media. But she followed me on social media, I started following her. And then from time to time, she now introduced me to she did an introduction in the day and like, we met and I was like, I remember you and all of that. And then I just checked that profile, what do you do? And so that's it. So I think maybe like 8 months later, I actually joined the WhatsApp group. And I tell you what, when I really, really need that, I know that I need somebody. She's not that she's going to be, I have friends, but she's top of mind for me. And I'll be willing and I would love to pay her. But then she didn't see me and just say, give me your number. If we exchange numbers, she might not remember my name. I don't remember her name, but I know what her handle is on. If I need to look for her, I know what her handle is on social media. Leverage online for offline, leverage offline for online. And that's how you build your community. There's still so much to it, but we have to let other people, this is 11:27. We have to let other people, so Suliat has a question. Please, Suliat, you have the floor. You have the floor. I'm sorry that this took quite long. I was just really, really, Nelson, I want my laptop charger. It's in my other offices. Cecilia here, or we can. Sorry that took so long. Just like this, just so
Hi,
too much
Tosi.
to say.
I
Hi.
think he's having network issues.
Okay.
He's not more here with us for now. But we have a question.
Okay. Right.
Okay, from Emmanuel.
All right.
Yeah, Emmanuel has a question. Are you able to get a specific target audience with Instagram? Justin, did you hear that?
Yes, I did. Give me a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so Emmanuel, with Instagram, right? So if you're saying to me that, oh, you know what, if I want to run my ads, yes. So you have to tell me, do you want to run ads? Are you thinking from point of running ads for your target audience? You want to target particular people? You're thinking of followers, or just getting you just want to gain followers and all of that? What you need to be specific so that I can address this. Thank you.
Emmanuel, you can unmute yourself so you can converse with Tosin. She's asking if you're asking for the purpose of ads, running ads. So Emmanuel, please unmute yourself. Okay, yeah.
Yes. Okay, if it's ads, yes, of course, you can so when you start running ads, it's going to I think show you the option of the location. Then besides location, the behavior, the behavior of the people that generally just the demographics and all of that. So how the behavior of people, what are their interests and all of that. You can, even though I would always advise that you want to run ads, just go through Facebook. Facebook is much more detailed. You have, there's that tendency for you to be able to, narrow it. You can really narrow it down, like what I told the first person that asked this question and all that. So you can say that, you know what, I want these people that have checked my profile in the past few days, or I want this set of people to see this ad and all that. So yes, you can narrow it down, but it's always better on Facebook. Facebook is more techy. Of course, Facebook owns Instagram and they have all that tools and all that. But then even if you're just running it from Instagram, you can do that. You can that location. This is and you can also, the other thing that you can also do is that you can also narrow it down to so I want people 1 kilometer away from me. People want whatever it is. You can do that. You can definitely do that. I hope that I answered your question.
All right. Tosin, Sulia is back now. Hi Sulia. Can you unmute yourself to ask the question you have? Hello, Sulia. If you can hear us, you can ask a question, or you can type your question in the chat box. Hello. Okay. All right. Probably she's having network issues. Do we have any other person that might have a question for Tosin? Okay, Augustine, do you want to unmute your mic?
Yes.
All right, go ahead. Thank you.
Yes. And Lucy, thank you for this amazing opportunity. Again, it's been mind-blowing. All right, so you said a whole lot of things concerning social media, promotion, ads, and all of that. Okay, so for who will you say? Okay, let me use myself as an example. Okay. Just like I said yesterday, I'm Odekos Augustine. I do graphic design and also I do printing. So now I have been doing it offline for years now, and I want to go online. Now, what will you? And you talked about that woman that the first lady or woman that asked question that you were asking, okay, that did the promotion for 5K. You're asking, were you the one that did it or somebody did it for you? Okay, for effective, because one of the questions that somebody asked me when I was trying to tell him that I want to set up a very good structural social media platform whereby, because I'm working on website, he told me, okay, we can do a website. I said, no, that's not the kind of website I'm looking for. Of course, if you look at the likes of Pretivo and all of that, I said, I have a kind of layout that I have done with graphics, which would be translated into coding for web stuff, which he said that this is actually an advanced website. No, now, for someone who wants to take business online, yeah, the physical one will still be there, but the major thing is offline. The major target is not just the online, but offline, but online. Now, will you advise for a beginner to maybe undergo a training or contract it out? That is, maybe do an outsource of it, because I am I'm the kind of person that whatever thing I'm doing, even when it comes to design, I give my best, I give my energy, and at the end of the day, I can tell you that most of the works I do, I always get at least 95% results. 95%. Whatever design or printing I do for a client, I try to exceed their expectation, and that's really helped to build a kind of referrals for me. Yeah, so much. So where I'm going at is, for me now, I've been working on setting up a digital press, but there have been some challenges, but I was like, okay, good, I could do this online. Online, yeah, whereby people send requests, I do for them, I do the design and all of that. I got the capacity, of course. I know that very well. I have the capacity. That's all the design. I have a kind of all community friends that if I'm stuck, maybe the work is much. In fact, do you know that sometimes people tell me, Austin, could somebody come to last week and said there's a company I run for, is a power solution company. They were like, Austin, do you do digital marketing? I said no, that I can only do content and then the graphics you can use for your post. He said, no, I thought you do it because, I don't want somebody who will disappoint. I said, no, I don't do it. So where I'm going is, I have a kind of people whereby if the design is much on me and I know that I have a target, I don't want to exceed that, I call some of my friends who are very good. I tell them, guy, take this one, do this. This is the time I want you to meet up with the design. And I don't mind the money the clients pay me, I pay the person. Or even if I find out that it's more, I can add to pay just to make sure that I retain that customer and also that customer satisfaction in the reviews there. So where I'm going now is, what by the grace of God, I'm doing well in terms of the physical aspect of my work. Now, I want to translate that to online. I think that is my major target now. What will you advise I do in order to get a very good result that will, at least of the likes of all these guys I mentioned that are doing very well?
Right. Okay. So Austin, thank you so much for your answer, for your question, and I'm going to also be as realistic as I can with you. So I think that from everything that you have said, the key word here that I've been able to pick out is the fact that people trust you.
Exactly.
People trust you. And I always say that in business, or more like in Nigeria, right, what people are looking for really is trust. See, people will give you you're going to get contracts that, see, the people that give you contract know that clearly you cannot execute this. You can't execute it, or maybe it's not your strong point, but because they want you, Austin, to be able to say that, you know what, this is the person that we are giving you. They want you to be able to recommend somebody and connect you with people, and I mean that's why they they're really giving you that contract, and they'll probably they don't even mind, but just want to get it done, but because you know that they trust that you can do it. See, if you have gotten to a place in business, right, in Nigeria, where you know that you have trust, where people can vouch for you, you're in a very, very good place. However, you want to be able to take, you don't want to get comfortable. Anything can happen. You want to follow you want to evolve. You want your business to evolve. Of course, you don't want to be burnt out. You want to be able to you want your business to get to that point where it's a generational business. So going online right now is the way to go. Is the next step for you. Fantastic. What I would advise. So how, like, what your operations? What does it look like? Like, how many people do you have on your team right now?
Basically, I'm just the one doing it. But when I found out, okay, like from the pre-production to the post-production, I handle it. But I have contrast staffs that is not just physical and not just paid staffs. So what I do is, okay, I do the design. I send to them, okay, you go and print, or I print myself. Then the finishing and other aspects, I give it to them to do. Then I pay them. So it's not kind of guys that are
Right.
employed.
Okay, I get. So before I even go further with Austin's question or Augustin's question, I want to say that for the first person to ask the question. So before you even run ads at all, I mean, I know we're not talking about ads right now, but I just thought to see it. I wrote it somewhere. You should make your page ready. It's the same way if somebody is coming to visit you for the first time, or even if it's not the first time, if somebody's coming to visit you in your house, you are going to put some things in place. You want to make sure that they probably have food to eat. You don't want them to have a bad impression about you because they might not come back. That is exactly how ads run. So because you're running ads so that people that are outside your scope, they're going to see your business outside your social media space, that they don't follow you. But when they come the first time, and then I mean, your page is nothing to write home about, and that's why we've been going. I've been going on and on about the content. They're not going to come back, or they just be like, you know what? So before you start to run ads at all, make your page ready. You want to archive some pictures. You want to. I mean, you just want to make sure that this money is what you get your return on investment. I just thought to put that out there. So so back to you, Augustine. I will say that I would strongly advise that you start doing it yourself, because and then you understand basic things. Again, what you want to achieve, you just want to take your business, you want to be visible online. You want people to see what you're doing. You want to be able to get one of them. Somebody needs to unmute their mic. The background noise is really.
I think it's Augustine. Please mute your mic. All right.
So you want to be able to I lost my line of thought. So before so you want to take your business online right now, which I think that is the right step, is a step in the right direction. I would advise that you start to, because even when you outsource it or you give it to somebody, you won't be able to. You would eventually, I know that you have to outsource it, because of course to get too much for you, and then and that's not your core work and all. But before you even outsource at all, you need to understand basic things. You need to understand the scope. You need to understand what they are doing. And then if you don't understand, you can't find your way around social media right now. When you outsource it, whatever it is that they'll tell you today that, see, 8 people came to your page, we are doing very well, we are doing what. And then eventually it gets really confusing, and then you guys, you might even ruin the relationship that you have with your social media manager and all of that. But then it is in the place of learning, okay, this is what I want to do. But I mean, there are basic things. First of all, let's set up the pages. So let's assume that we are doing this. Let's do this vocally. You set up your pages. For you, I would advise that, you know what, stick to Instagram, Facebook usually work, whatever connects. So you set up Instagram, you set up Facebook. You connect Instagram to Facebook, and for you to, I'm sure you have a personal Facebook. For you to turn your business into your Instagram page into a business page, you have to connect it to Facebook. If you're having issues with that, reach out to somebody. And this is the power of community. You are in the SmartTech tribe. You shouldn't struggle with certain things. I mean, it's okay not to know something, but then you can reach out to somebody and say that this is what I'm going through. See, don't be shy to ask questions, no matter how tiny it is. You can go on Google, and if it's getting too difficult for you, I've had people just really ask me, and be like, I want to ask something. I say, what is it? He's looking like I feel stupid. I think it's nothing. I asked Google even the craziest and very, very dumb things. At times you're trying to spell something and you think that I don't know this. It's not like you don't know it, but you just want to be, just feel so you feel like, okay, this doesn't look correct. I don't know. I'm not the one that is in this WhatsApp group, right? So they just want to double check with Google. So you ask, and I've also taken people. And okay, let me share let me do a screen recording and also share it with you, so you can see how this works and all that. So you do basic things, and then you start to put your work out there. And luckily for you, you already have your own content is already ready to ready to use content, right? So you do something for a client. Of course, you ask for their permission that whatever it is that I did for you in the design form, can I put it out on my social media to promote my work? And I'm sure that most people will tell you yes, because I mean it's also good for them as well. You put it, so you did it. There's a design already you're going to print. That design format, you can just resize it to Instagram sites, and you put it on Instagram. That's how you start. So immediately, maybe you might not be able to write great content that is doing all that viral marketing and stuff and all of that. But then basic description, you this is for a food, a tech company, design done for a tech company. And so basic English, basic description. Don't beat yourself up and all of that. But then but if you do not start, again, clarity comes in the place of doing. When you do, so you know what you're doing right. And then of course you learn from other people. You go international, you go on these guys, the people that you're looking up to. You look at the foreign agent, foreign printing guys or printing and design guys. What are they doing? And then of course you want to be able to get to because see, finding your customers online is not, your line of business. People are constantly looking for it. But let me tell you what the problem is. The problem is that with graphic artists, people have trust issues. They don't show up when they are meant to show up. Then they are basically, and I speak for, and when I tell you that most of them are people that are in this printing or whatever space, they don't like to take feedback. And I will say that in quotes, I don't want to use the word proud. They don't like to take feedback. So people are always having issues. And I say that because I'm like a middleman we have an in-house graphic artist, but for a very long time, we just really hired an in-house, but for a very, very long time, our graphics is being outsourced to. And then these guys that I work with, fantastic guy. I think he's the first person that I work with that I know that, because it's quite an older person and all that. So he's prompt. His designs are not all that, but then I want somebody that you tell me that I need something by 4, and you deliver to me by 4, even before 4. He's prompt. He's that person. Is that prompt person, and then we've been able to manage the relationship. But then at some point, I even wanted to go into this business, say that, you know what, I want to design a website. I want to be a website where you can just really have ready to use graphics. And because I know, see, everybody in business, they need graphics, but they're always struggling with, you're struggling with Canva or struggling whatever. But then you say graphic artist is too expensive, I can't pay you. But so as time goes on, you put together packages that you say that, you know what, I give you 10 designs in a month, or I give you 10 designs in a month. This is the amount. For you, once you see, so by the time you already have that retainership from people, the money, whatever amount that you have put your tag to that package, right? But then you already have their history. Maybe so this client now, every month they are paying this amount. I'm giving them 10 designs. You already have their logo. You already have a template. You already know what they do. You already have a certain template. It's not going to be difficult for them. And then you are making more money. Then you are relevant online, because now you are speaking to their pain points. Because so people that are just starting business, people that are, and then this is where you start from. People that are also in the same cohort as you right now. They are just starting business. Maybe they just want to find their way around and just make money and all of that. They're not thinking of spending all that money on social media, right? On graphics. But then you have said that, we know somebody who, see, you give it 10 graphics in a month, and this is the amount, and his graphics are fantastic and all that. But then, so it might not really direct. That might not, of course, that's not what you charge regular people. Maybe your clients, you still have that printing. Maybe you have the bigger guys. You have people like Google reach out to you, and all the tech company reach out to you and all of that. But then you are able to also address these guys. So at some point, you put together package and all that. But then you need to start putting your work out there. Start today. Don't make it, let me say, I know that we've been saying a lot of things about really, but at some point you evolve. You now get to the point where you're saying that, okay, you know what, I want to now tell my story. I want my storytelling, I want my content, I want my caption to be more appealing to people and all that. Then we now say, okay, let's work on it. This is how we do. Do we need to, okay, now let's get you. You can now, okay, I think that Augustine, you need to get now this is time for you to get a graphic, a copywriter or a content person, right? So you already have the basic tools that people are looking for. People need graphics to have that fancy template already, but this is what you do. So don't think too much about it. Don't overthink. Over time, then you now say, okay, you know what? I now have a website. You can go on the website. You can request for graphics. One creative is 3K, and then you have access to only change things twice. so you're selling that, you're making life for people for SMEs, you're making their life easier, but then you're going to advertise that on social media. So don't think too much about it. Start, just put your pictures out there. But then, like I said to to, I think Ogo, or the person, the Ogo, I don't know if it's Ogo, the book club lady. Like I said to her, your connections, take your online connections offline and take your offline. So okay, right now for you, you're not online yet, but take your offline connections online. So when customers are reaching out to you, ask them, what's your handle? Please, can you follow me? Can you tag me? Or I'm going to tag you, please like it. Can I use your picture and all that? So I think that you should do it yourself. What you do understand, ask. What you don't understand, art is not a difficult space to figure things out. Actually, what you don't understand, but I think that you should start to build up by yourself. So when you now eventually hire someone, they already see what you've been doing. They find the hang of what you've been. And from time to time, get somebody to review your page. Okay, so this is what we're doing. What can you do better? What is wrong with this page? Because you will not see it. People that are not I mean, I just find it really amazing that, I mean, I use the word amazing because I don't want to use the other way around. Like, business owners never see what's wrong with their page. They'll be like, there's nothing wrong with it now. Like, they never see when their graphics is upside down and does not even align. I don't know why. They never just see it. So, because again, I have the eye for it. This is what I do. This is what puts food on my table. So, I mean, I know that, see, this is why you're not getting that much traction and all that. So from time to time, you get people to review what you're doing. Okay, see, I've said my social media. People have saying that go online, I'm online. Oh, what do you think about my page? Are you following me and all of that? So be very intentional about these things, and then don't think too much about it. Today, start whatever designs that you have put together. Just put it out there. Let people see it. And then again, you're already in the, like, you already have the key elements for social media. So people are looking to look for, but then you already even have content, because whatever it is that you're doing for your client, you can easily, for other people, somebody that sells food, they want to put a video together, they want to take a picture of the food before they put it on social media, but you already have ready to use content that is even that is social media, that's like a key social media element. So you don't have a problem. You're just good to go. So just don't think too much about it. Start whatever you don't understand, ask questions, and let people to see you. From time to time, get someone to review your page and let them know this is where you are right now, and then give yourself timelines. Before the end of December, I want to have done this. I want to have set up all my pages. I want to have started posting and all that. Then, so now we've done that already. People are liking it. I want to reach this amount of people. What do we need to do next and all that? But then you have to work closely with somebody. I mean, when I mean with somebody, you have to work with somebody that is like that is guiding you, right? So, but then hiring somebody right now or outsourcing, I will not give you, even though, I mean, from my own angle, somebody, but then I will give you the honest, as much as I want people to give me jobs and all, but I'll also still tell the client, I don't think that you need this right now. So I think that you need to get the hang of it first before you outsource it.
All right, thank you. I got that very clearly, and I really appreciate. But I want to ask, I don't have a website now, because the reason is I'm trying to build something very good. So you said start with, you talked about Facebook, Instagram. So I want to ask, is it advisable to start with these two platforms without websites?
Yes, even the fantastic thing that now you can even get Facebook shops. Facebook has that option for you to even put up your shop and all of that and sell your products and stuff. So see, knock yourself out. Don't think too much about it. Pace yourself. Start with social media, and then when you know that, okay, I've got the hang of this, and then you can now move to, I mean, just because you want to be able to develop a professional portfolio, right? And then you can start thinking of start doing, I mean, whatever. If you can also do the website alongside, I mean, you can do it, but don't beat yourself up that, oh, I don't have a website. It doesn't really matter. Your call to action on Facebook can be, people can chat with you directly on WhatsApp. People can click your link and chat with you directly on WhatsApp. So I mean, all of that works for you. So don't think too much about it. Just, I mean, do what you have to do. Right.
Thank you, ma.
You're welcome.
All right. I don't know. Does any other person have a question? Sulia. I don't know if you're still here, and if you still want to ask your question.
I'm still there.
All right.
Hello, ma.
Okay.
Hello,
Hi, Sulia. I'm here.
I'm fine. Good morning, ma.
Good morning.
Thanks for passing out your knowledge, yes, passing your knowledge to us. My question is, how do we use social media to get
Oh,
this
your
large
internet.
audience on? I know, ma.
You're breaking off. You're
Yes,
breaking
I want
off.
to add. My question is,
Okay.
how do we use social media to get large audience?
Mm.
Are you hear
Okay.
me?
Yes, I can hear
Yeah.
you. Two ways. You can run
Also,
promotions. Can
I
you
have
hear
two.
me too?
I have two
You have two
questions.
questions. Okay, please ask the other one.
So how do we mark out our customers' journey?
Okay.
Now that's just the
Okay.
question. Thank you. Thanks
All
very
right.
much.
You're welcome.
All right.
So two ways for you to get more followers. To get more followers, you can run especially if you can run ads that are just specific to getting people to follow you, and especially for Facebook is like the easiest thing ever. So I mean, you want to get more page likes and all that, you can run specific ads and all that. But then what that means is that's not going to be. And then of course you can build your audience, you can build your follower base, excuse me, you can build them organically, and I will go for the later, right? I will go for you building your audience in a very organic way. You using money, you spending money to get likes, it's not a bad thing, but I would advise that you already have something going on for you, and then you can now boost it, and then you so um more people can see what you're doing, and they can have access to like your page. But then when it comes to your page, like I said earlier, what have you done? How is your page ready? So somebody's coming to your house again, you just have everywhere messed up. You don't even have you don't you're not preparing, you're not being hospitable, you're not preparing, you're not even doing anything in the form of hospitality for them. They're going to get pissed off. And they're not only going to get pissed off, they're going to talk about it, right? They're going to tell people about it. They're going to say that, you know what, I went to Leah's house, or maybe somebody that knows you, or even people that don't know you. You met that girl. I know I went to her house of mess ups. You don't bother. She's not going to be nice to you. And that's exactly how social media works. Somebody says something and that's it. Somebody drops a negative comment and that's it. So somebody comes from somewhere, or maybe somebody, and it doesn't even have to be a negative comment. Somebody, you're selling bags, and then somebody says that, how much is this bag? You say check DM. See, check DM is what some people don't like. Check DM. It's not. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It works for some people. But if you tell me to check DM, I don't have energy. Like I want to know, I want to already know that, can I afford this thing? Are you going to respond to me? Somebody comes to your page and they see check DM, they're just like, fuck off. Pardon my use of that word. But then it is what it is. So I would advise that, see, it might take, because we're always looking for immediate results, right? But you so when you spend all that money and then the people are there, they're just sitting on your page, they're just followers, they're not, then you put up something, one person is liking it, and then you are angry and all that. But then see, and that's why when I started taking you guys, I started from the angle of content, how to engage. So personally, myself, I'm not a, like, for a very long time, I've been in this space for 5 years and all that. But even before I started doing this thing full time, I don't know if people that were with me on Wednesday, I used to be more like I have an engineering background. I actively worked in the engineering space for 5 years. I mean, another 5 years, right? And then, like, so somebody's mic is on, and somebody's mic is on, and then
You tell me say you get class now. You too, you said it as if you said
okay, can that is really distractive? Can the person please mute themselves, right? Okay, so I worked in the I studied civil engineering. I also actively worked in the engineering space for about 5 years. I worked as a civil engineer. So but then I've been doing a couple of things for people, whatever it is. I would write, I would do, but I never actually saw myself, I mean, really being in this space. I thought maybe engineering was like, oh, we're going to follow through with it, but then life happened, and we're here, and I'm happy doing what I'm currently doing. But even so, when I evolved into communications and stuff, I was just very I think I just started to put myself out there.
And like and out there, when I even say out there, I'm still very like I just want to do my work. I'm always behind my laptop, and that's it. I'm always like, see what do you have to do? I'm always behind my laptop. So, but then the people start to recommend me to do stuff, and I will do what I have to do. I will move on and stuff. But I'm saying that for me, I just want to do good work. I want to do good work. I want to write, and I start with writing website content. I want to do good work and then my work. And most of the time, what I would do is, so every time that I did website content, when the website is live, or I would do, and I used to write a lot of press releases. When I do that, when the press release is live, I will go to that website, copy the link, and then copy the link and save it somewhere. For me, that's my happy place. When I feel that, look, okay, I did this work. My work is on Bella Ninja. My name is not there, and I don't care. And for me, I don't want my name to be out there, and that's how I've been. So I'm a behind the scene person, and I've been behind the scene for a very long time. But then I like to and when Instagram evolved into the whole story thing, it really made me happy because I can now put myself, like I like to put my thoughts out there from time to time. So the people that follow my story, they so more like we have a community going on. We have that community, and I'll put a lot of things on my story, even more than my page, and I'll put a lot of my story, and then they can follow me. So literally, I think I met somebody. There was one social media week I went one year, and I met a lot of people that are like my friends, and I know my friends in real life, but then we've evolved to being social media friends and all of that. So my point is, I just actively started to put myself out there. So I don't think that if I have 1,000 followers, I just have 1,000 followers right now. But I know that, see, the people that follow my story, I engage them. So recently we have a client. I think we have 2 clients right now that are retained clients. They replied to my story. I don't know if you get what I mean. They replied to my story. So I put up something on my story, and they replied to me like, "Hi Tosi, what do you do?" And one of them happens to be my friend that we went to secondary school together. And she's in the UK now, and they wanted to do something big. And so right now we got the contract. And I also remember somebody else that was going to employ me not many years ago, I think 2 years ago, was going to employ me for one of these agencies and stuff. But I told him that I'm doing my thing right now. I can't come to you guys' office and all that. But we just went, and then I never saw the guy. We only had the interview by phone, but he's been on my WhatsApp. And because I just post things on my WhatsApp, and mostly when I post things, I just like work. And then his work is like, so it's just, I showcase it in a very fun way and all of that. And I get people, and this person also was going to, he offered us a contract this year, and it was really going to be massive and all of that. And I have never seen him. But the only reason why this person thinks that I can give this person work is because I put my work out there. I just not really my work, but I put myself out there like, oh, this is work. I'm in Abuja today. I'm in this today. And not because, you know what, I'm doing it for myself. And this is really the reality. I just feel like I owe you guys, and I'm just taking you through. I remember I was offline for about a week. Very intentional. I just wanted to just be offline. So, and people kept reaching out to me like, you know what, to say, are you okay? We've not seen your story for a past, whatever. And it's what it is. So I'm saying that, see, if I have 1,000 followers, I just have 1,000 followers now. But you see the small people that follow me, I've gotten jobs, I've gotten friends, I have like a tiny community, but they are quality to me. They are very important to me, right? Even on our personal social media, like indoor studios, I'm just hounding. I just put somebody in charge of it. Like, you know what? Let's start building our social media, because it's not really, people just feel like, because the client said to me like, you know what? I know what you do for my brand. You do a lot of work. You've helped my brand to grow. I've gotten businesses in millions this year because I put because you guys manage our social media and stuff. But then, you guys don't do anything about social media. I was like, see, we don't have time. We just want our clients to be happy. And as long as our clients are happy. And he said to me, like, you know what? He might not really sell a boot. I said, I understand. Don't worry, we'll do something about it. And 100, besides my friends, that are now reaching out to me on my own personal social media and stuff. Most of our work is referral. And because people trust that, you know what, I'm able to deliver on the work, and they give that work to me. But so I'm saying to you now that if you have 500 followers and you're able to actively and intentionally put quality content out there, they will connect with you. You feel like you are in that space. They will connect with you. You can see, I'm going to buy something from somebody now. I've been looking for, and the people that were with me on Wednesday, I said to them, I'm looking for this, I'm looking for to buy, for this journal stuff and all that. And then people are just, and I found this page. I think they have over 500 followers, but I'm sticking with them. They do very good work. And the quality of their work is just really nice. And they put pictures out there that their pictures are just really very clean and all of that. So we are always chasing followers. But I've seen people make millions from Instagram. They don't even have 1,000 followers and all of that. So eventually, my friend's business, my friend that reached out to me, she replied to my story. The contract she gave us valued over £1 million. And I mean, and this is just my friend. She's not even like my friend that I talk every day. We just went to secondary school together. So I follow her on Instagram, she follows me on Instagram. Finish. So you just want to engage the people that you have. What can you do for them? And don't be too rigid again. Be flexible. Just be intentional about taking them through your day. That's what I do. I put stuff out there. This is what I did today. I'm not like, again, I'm a very, very private person. Like I'm really private. I'm a very private person. But then you might really know what's going on around my work, and that's just pretty much it. But for me, it's fun. It's engaging. I'm preaching. This is content for me. Everything is content. I put boomerangs or just my face or just my head or just my leg and all that. But then I've been able to get. I also know that for me, what is important is a community. I have that. I've made amazing friends online. I mean, when I mean amazing friends, like people that are literally have given you things that are, I mean, not even money, but resources that literally just change your life. I've met amazing people online. I've also gotten jobs online as well. Even though that I'm not intentional about marketing. I've never intentionally marketed my like, I mean, even our brand page. No, we're not intentional about marketing because we feel like we have enough on our hands right now. When we are ready, we're going to put it out because we don't want to market and then people come and then we can't handle them and stuff. So whatever it is that whatever it is that you have 10 followers, treat them like they're 1,000 followers. You have 1,000, treat them like they're 10,000. Be very intentional about it. And you said, how do you map out your customer's journey? What do you do? So you're still here.
Yes, I'm there.
Okay, so what do you do? So let's map it out for you. Or let's map it out together.
Azam, I don't really get it.
What do you do? What's your business? What do you do right now?
Telecommunication business.
Communication business. What do you mean communication business? What exactly? Telecommunications.
Eh?
Oh, right. Did you say telecommunications?
Yes. No, as in I do data subscription. I do subscription for people.
Okay, so who are your customers right now? How do you communicate to your customers? Do they like call you that, hi Celia, I need data, I need this, I need recharge card, or do they buzz you on WhatsApp or I mean, what's the process like?
It's on WhatsApp. I do
They buzz
get
you on
customer
WhatsApp.
on WhatsApp.
You do they buzz you on WhatsApp. Do you have a WhatsApp group?
Yeah, but not really functioning.
Okay, it's not really functional. So the people that are your customers right now, how did you find them? How did you find them?
Some are within our area, some are offline, some are online.
And then you just find your friends online and all of that. Okay, fantastic.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. So I would say to you, just give me a minute. Right now. Okay, so why should I buy data from you? Yes, why should I buy data from you instead of me pressing that USSD code on my phone? Why should I call Celia or send Celia a WhatsApp message that Celia, I need data right now?
Because I'm
hardly hear
fast
you.
and reliable.
You are
Because
fast
I'm
and reliable.
fast and reliable.
Was that?
Yes, ma.
You are fast and reliable. Is it? Are you? Is it? So
Yes.
is it? If in terms of money, are you offering me? Are you offering me any kind of deal? So I want to know if I'm buying 1,000 naira data online and they're giving me maybe 1 gig, is whatever is Leah offering me for? So I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to ask. Like, is it? So instead of me to wait for Leah to say that, okay,
I didn't get.
so is there any kind of, is your data better? Are you going to say that your data you're selling, is it better than the one that I'm going to buy online?
Yes, it's cheaper.
It's cheaper.
Yes, ma.
Okay, that's what I want to pin, I want to bring out. So because if you say that it's fast and reliable, that's not, I mean, that for me personally, that's not going to work for me, because I know that somebody also reached out to me recently to say that um I was somewhere and the guy just walked up to me that, please, if you want to buy data, this is my WhatsApp number. But then before I remember that girl, I'll have pressed USSD code on my phone before I remember the girl at all, that and stuff. So again, I think that you said it's cheaper. I take that that's a unique selling point. Your data is cheaper, so you buy from me instead of just buying from online. That's a unique selling point. But then for you to be able to map out your customer journey, you need to be able to you need to be able to. So cheaper is relative. Cheaper is, I mean, everybody is saying that it's cheaper. Like, you need to be able to define very clearly what cheaper means for your customer. And when I say that, so if you are currently online and you get your customers online, then you say that, see, you again, you by yourself, you're going to answer the question, why should anybody buy data from me? Or so imagine that you're trying to reach you're on WhatsApp. Sometimes you have network issues, right? And they send you WhatsApp message, and then you didn't get the message immediately. Why should I wait for Sulia maybe for like 5 minutes for a message to get delivered, or even call her on the phone? Or let me just buy it. Let me just buy it online. So, but why should I wait for Sulia? That's the question that you have to answer. So beyond the answer that you're giving me now that cheaper, you have to make it plain. So for me, off the top of my head, I'm thinking right now that, see, so if I press my phone, my USSD codes, and MTN is telling me that 1,000 is 1 gig, 2,000 is 2 gig, 3,000 is 3 gig. So see, you want to put that MTN, the USSD value data, you want to put it against your own. So people can see in very clear terms that this is what Sulia is offering. So beyond that, what are the incentives? I might recharge it directly to your phone. I'm reliable. So when people say things like, "Oh, I'm reliable, you can trust me," like, the government said that to us before that they are reliable as well. But are they really? I don't know. I don't like to talk about the Nigerian government, right? But then it is what it is. People can say things. You can say to me that I'm cheaper, but then you sell the data to me and I realize that Sulia is not really cheaper. So beyond that, again, so you define your USP. It is clear. You communicate that. You continue to communicate that every other day. You're communicating your USP. That's your unique selling point, right? But beyond that, you also want to now take it a notch higher, and then ask that, which people. So how can I do this on a large scale? I know for one that I don't buy. I buy data directly from my phone, and then we have in the office. I mean, from time to time, then we do. Somebody just transfer money to somebody, and they just send data to everybody in the office. That our admin does that, and just make sure that you know what I always have airtime on my phone. But I know that I have a friend that also has is a very small company, and their staff works virtually. So from time to time, I just wake up and I see data and airtime on my phone. And you say, oh, you know what? I have a friend that does this data business. So he's always disturbing me. And so what he has done is fact that he has subscribed data he has subscribed. So I think that signed up to that guy. And then the guy is now the person with the data business would give everybody on his team, because they are working virtually, everybody on his team data at the beginning of the month. We give them data and give them airtime. So I think they added me also to that package, because sometimes I also get all that from them. So you also want to now decide that, how do I find these people? So now people are working virtually now, right? People are working virtually. So for someone like me, we guys come to the office, but then you can also work from home. But then there's a particular amount of money that we already that is stipulated for data and airtime monthly. Admin does the sharing. How admin gets data is really not my business, right? So you can decide that I want to liaise with this admin, and there are a lot of other people that are working. I mean, most people are working virtually right now, and even beyond working virtually, I'm sure that people have some form of incentive for data and airtime for their staff every month. You now want to go beyond one-on-one to groups of businesses, to SMEs, to everybody needs to call somebody, everybody needs to reach out to, irrespective of where your business is and all that. So that is how you map out your customer journey. You already say, I see every month, this guy in this company, this small company, they need 15,000 worth of data, 20,000, 50,000 naira. What is my interest on this? I mean, just break all of that. So that's how you actually map out your customer journey. you communicate your unique selling point beyond communicating. So it's beyond saying that I'm cheaper. Cheaper is relative. It is not it doesn't really do the justice and all of that. But then you show me what cheaper is. You define to me what cheaper is. You explain to me what cheaper is. You communicate to me what cheaper is. You get people to say that, oh, you know what? Every time that I call Julia, she's always just a phone call away. More like she doesn't even sleep. Like she's always on the phone. She gives it to you immediately. And then her data is like, makes sense, it's cheaper and all. So you get people to do all that transparency for you. But don't just say that, don't just go on social media and say that your data is cheaper. I'm not going to look at it twice. But then you have to be able to connect to me to let me know that, see, beyond that, I can get this out across to your team. I can at the beginning of the month. So what time, what day is it? Is it end of, is it 31st of every month or 1st of every month? I'm your girl. Sign me up and all of that. So yeah, I think that and then from time to time you continue to evolve and get better with these things. So yes, we have actually run out of time. The practical ways to see how this is done. Of course, Emmanuel, there are practical ways to see how this is done. Again, you need to stick with the SmartTech team, and they would because I mean, I know that my colleague is coming on to you guys next week, and then he was going to really break it down. I've been in one of his classes and I see how he's just really going to simplify the whole ads thing to you guys and stuff. So so my email address, please, everybody, I'm sure that Hepzibah will communicate with you and all of that. So Hepzibah, I'm not sure that we don't have any more time. It's past 12 already. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. Yes, please.
Okay, I'm sorry. There's just one more question there. I don't know if you have time to.
All right. What is it?
So I think it says, for a newbie like me, how can I build confidence to start online marketing, especially in the issue of me being a middleman? That is, me not being the one with the product, but I know someone that has the product. What is your suggestion on this?
Okay, so being a middleman, most people, especially people that guys are in real estate, most of them are they are middlemen, right? For you is knowing that, again, trust. You know that, okay, so whoever it is that I'm doing business with, that I'm liaising with, I absolutely trust them. Can they, whatever it is that you, so if you're able to tell me what the product is, maybe we can narrow it down and be more realistic and all that. But then I know that, so if you sell products like maybe clothes, and then you have to, or for people that maybe you sell hair and all that, so you have a picture. But then again, content, people want to see realistic content. So let me use the hair example, because there are a lot of scammers out there and all that. But so you can take pictures anywhere, you can get pictures online, you can get very fast pictures and all that. But then people want to know how reliable that you are, and then how reliable you are is how your content, what are people saying about you? They want to see all that. They want to go through your page. Of course, people make up testimonials, they make up all of these things and all that. But then it is you need to there's no other way to say it, but you need to build up that confidence. You need to stop thinking, stop listening to the voices out of you need to get out of your head literally and say that, oh, you know what, I want to build a brand. I don't have this product, and I'm getting to the, of course, I'm sure that for everyone, I'm sure that you also have that goal. You want to get to the place where you're so beyond being a middleman, you are now on your own. I mean, you're able to directly source for your products and just get the products to you and do all of that. So, but then how do you have to get out of your head and say that and be very intentional about it. I think that's really the first step, because you can say all of this talk from now till next week, but then you will need to take action. So what is your product? What product are you selling? Or then can you get I mean, eventually, do you have any form of interaction with the product? Because again, that's it. Because if you don't, so I know people that you eventually maybe just send pictures. If they send pictures to you, you put the pictures online, you get people to buy it, and then you get that you make that transaction, and then you get the products across to them. So you can put up things like that. But then I also know that there are things that probably maybe you don't even get, you don't have access to products and all that. So again, I don't know the product, so it's very difficult to be able to narrow it down and all that. But then get out of your head, decide that this is what I want to do. Write down whatever marketing goals that you are. This is what you want to do, and then see how you can put yourself out there. Whatever it is that your product is, there's a way to market yourself. There's a way to put your content out there. Even for people that are speakers, maybe this is I'm a coach. I speak and all of that. so you can decide that every day I want to do a 15 seconds video. I want to put my video out there. I want to speak to somebody about this matter. These are the topics that I want to address and all of that. So you will be the one to be able to make that decision. That, I mean, I can give you all the confidence tips. You can go on Google and all the and type out all the, let me say, how do I get confident about selling my business or putting myself out there? How do I do all that? But then it's a personal decision that you have to make, and I have to really be realistic with you. It's a personal decision that you have to make, and then when you set goals, you set your marketing goals, and then saying that I want to this is how much I currently make. I want to move it to this place, and all that. It kind of drives you, kind of motivates you, and then when you start doing something, you do something, you see how it works, you do something, you see how it works. You want to do more, and all of that. So I think that if I know what the product is, I might be able to narrow it down and be more specific. But I think that this how to I think that I generally just addressed it.
All right. Thank you very much for that, Tosin. We really, really appreciate it. We will share Tosin's Facebook and IG handles. I think they're already here anyways. CO_sense. But we'll still share them with you all on the group chat so that you can have access to it. So first of all, we'd like to say a very big thank you to you, Tosin. It's just been 3 sessions, but you feel that you have enough information that can take us on a very great journey in social media marketing. So we thank you for your time. Thank you for
having me.
Your insights. We also thank your team as well, the ones that have joined us here. It's been amazing having you all here with us for these past few days. So a few announcements before we close today. Please, for everyone, both the SMEs and the tech talents, do not forget the one-pager assignments that Tosin has given on to us. Do not forget that. We will share the email again on the WhatsApp group. So please be on the lookout for that. Just get it done as soon as possible. Let's also not forget our websites for the tech talents. Please do not forget the websites that you are building. Please treat it seriously because they are for real-time SMEs. And then regarding sponsored ads and SEOs, which are other forms of digital marketing, we'll be having some sessions on them starting next week. So we'll have Mr. Ajayi come over next week to take us through sponsored ads. So the person that asked for the practical breakdown would have that practical breakdown next week. So please try your best not to miss your sessions, be it SME session or tech talent session. We would obviously share the link with you on those days for you to join in. So please be on the lookout for that. And I think that's all we have to share with everyone. Thank you once more for your time. Thank you for being here with us in the SmartTech community. And once more, Tosin will say thank you very, very much. We wish you the best with your career and also with InVault Studios as well.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate the opportunity. Thank you, Hepzibah. Thank you, Believe, and the entire team. I'm so grateful.
We appreciate you too. Okay, so everyone, before we let Tosin go, can we turn on our cameras? So we could just have a quick snapshot to capture this moment. So please, wherever you are, turn on your cameras. Let me see your beautiful and handsome faces, please. All right, do not be shy. You know, maybe this is how you blow now. Okay, so can I get everyone say cheese? Okay, I'm seeing more cameras coming on now. Okay, I'll take another one. All right, please, just a few more shots. I'm loving the smiles I'm seeing. I can see that everyone had an amazing time today, yeah? Fabulous. Okay, so thank you everyone once more. We wish you a very, very lovely weekend. Please stay safe, whatever you do. Stay safe. Have fun, try and rest yourself. This life is only one we have to live. Problem will they finish. So try to take out time to rest this weekend. I will see you all again next week.
Please,
Okay,
I have a question.
all right.
Okay, please, how do we get the one-on-one session with lovely Mr. C?
Okay, I don't know. Tosin, was there?
I'm sure that Ebziba will set that up. So I said that, I mean, when you send the documents, I'm sure that you want some form of feedback. So I'm able to do like a 10 minutes with I'm able to like a 10 minutes with each and every one of you. I'm not on the same day, probably we just have to space it out and stuff. But then I specifically also said that if that is okay with the SmartTech team and all of that. So I'm sure that you'll be able to work that out with Ebziba and all that.
All right. Okay. Ogo, don't worry. We'll work it out and then we'll let everyone know on the group chat. And Tosin, please, people are asking, people that joined late. Please, can you just help us know the recap of the assignments?
Okay, so if you were not in any of the sessions, this might be a little I mean, I don't know. So I know that we had two case studies. One I used my company, and then the other one we just used them random case studies and stuff. So what I said is that, so for one of the slides I had the industries as a case study, and then how about us and what we do, and our and what we do, how we do what we do, our approach to the things that we do, and then what success means for us. So, and I also said that, I specifically said that we had, hold on, I think my AirPods are dead. So I also said that we over time, I mean, this mission statement that evolved from what it is, and we just kept, I mean, based on our interaction with our customers, our clients and all of that, and then what we really want to do, what they've asked us to do, and then how we think that we can actually make this thing work. So we have things that are very important to us, like us, truth is very important. We express your brand, so we're not going to hype your brand. We're not going to communicate what your brand is not and all of that. However, we're going to do it in a very creative way and stuff. So that's very important to us. And so I wanted you to, and so I said that's how you actually start the journey to your brand. So if you are going to be on social media, if you want to tell compelling stories, you want people to connect emotionally with you. You need to be able to define all of this for yourself. So that's what I'm asking, that I want to see that one-page document for each of your businesses. And even if you're a training and you're looking to be in this space and professionally, you need to be able to write that as well, because I am, and then we have that page. I also shared that page. We used that as a case study, so it was really public. So you need to be able to share it, and then also what success means for you over time. So dealing with your clients. So we have, on our own side, we have two things. What success means for us. I remember saying that when we are able to align the emotional, that emotional part of it. I mean, getting the clients to do all that to take them back to what their business is about, how they started their business. And then we've been able to create to express the essence of their business creatively and all that. So whatever success for me is when I'm able to position the brand, when the brand is able to speak, the brand tone aligns with the brand values and all of that. When your brand is being perceived online and offline, the way you conceived it, and that's what success means for me. And that's on the client of the client. That's on the part of the client. For me, on the part of my team, again, and that's that. I mean, I didn't share that because that's a very private document. That's a very private. I mean, that's a very private document. For me, on the part of my team, what success means for me, I want people to come to industries and to grow in their career. So not like, I don't want industries to be your side. I mean, if you, whatever it is, whatever your career goes, but I want to create systems and structures that actually helps people to grow. So you are here, you know that I can actually grow. I can be on level, whatever now. And so I'm here now, I'm earning this amount. Next year, I can, so whatever work that I put in, I can grow professionally. I can actually be in industries and be at the peak of my career. So if I'm looking to be a top professional, industries can offer me that. And then besides that, I want you to be able to, your family, your personal life, I want everything to be able to align. I want you to be here and feel like feel like family, knowing that you find the balance between everything that you do. It's not just work, you're making money and then your family is suffering. That's what success means for me in a nutshell. Basically, for me, that's a part of the client and that's part of my staff. And that's pretty much. So I have that written out very clearly. And then so whatever it is that what actions I'm taking, all the actions I'm taking every day, I have to, that's the basis of all the actions I'm taking every day, right? So I want to be able to see that about your business, and then you can now, okay, chip it in, because if that is not clear, if you don't have that document, and you don't have to, if you don't have everything, it's fine. But if you don't have a form of if you don't have an idea of where you're going, you won't be able to do much. I don't know how else to say it, but you might just be, it might be a rat race for you. You're just chasing your computer, see what are these guys doing, what are these ones doing. Let me see how I can do it. But if you have clarity, you're able to, even when you have challenges, you know that you will come back strong. We have people that I saw somebody online recently that our entire business got burnt. I mean, some years ago, and she's doing really well now and all that. She rebuilt it. Is it easy? No, but then you know what's important to you, and then you can stick to your vision. Yeah, so that's what the assignment is about.
All right then, thank you very much, Tosin. Okay, so everyone, thank you once more. Like we said earlier, have a lovely weekend, and we will see you all next week. Bye.
Bye.